review better than its predecessor and priced 20% less. Earlier this year one posted a full review of the Honor 6X, and we now have its successor that offers a better processor, improved dual rear cameras, and large 18:9 display at a price $50 less than the Honor 6X. It's one of my best cheap smartphones for the holiday season. The 10 best smartphones of 2017. Apple and Google recently announced new 2017 phones, but even these phones can't surpass Samsung's latest Galaxy Note 8. Read more. The $200 Honor 7X is available now in the US and I've recommended it to several people already. I've been using it for a few weeks and I still cannot believe it's priced at 1/5 of the Apple iPhone X. There are a few compromises that are made at this price, but there is nothing major that would prevent most people from being completely satisfied. The pros far outweigh the cons, and when you realize the Honor 7X is priced at just $200, it is great to have as a spare or emergency phone. Compared to last year's Honor 6X, we see a newer generation Kirin processor, a larger 18:9 format display, a newer version of EMU with Android 7, and a better dual rear camera setup. The Honor 7X is slightly thinner and just 3 grams heavier too. There is no NFC radio, so you won't be able to use Android Pay, and there is no water resistance, but that's about it. Unlike the new flagships, Honor still includes a standard 3.5mm headset jack, so that is one benefit over the much more expansive Android phones. Huawei builds gorgeous hardware and their typical design language that includes a brushed aluminum shell, extremely responsive rear fingerprint scanner, curved glass edges, and rock-solid construction is present here on the Honor 7X. Something you will not find on competing sub-$400 phones is the 18:9 full-view display with minimal bezels. At about the same size as a 5.5-inch phone, you get a 5.93-inch display. The 1080p LCD display looks great with vibrant colors and good viewing angles. Honor implemented curved metal backsides so that the Honor 7X rests very comfortably in your hand and presents a very clean appearance. The cameras work well with the dual camera setup, supporting bokeh effects like we see on higher-end devices. Check out my recent portrait mode shootout to see how the Honor 7X stacks up with 7 other smartphones. You will also find advanced camera modes, such as light painting, time-lapse, slow-mo, and even manual mode options. You can expand your storage with a microSD card. The mono speaker blows away what we saw on the low-cost Moto devices and lets you enjoy music or make speakerphone calls comfortably. Honor advertises a 2-day battery life, and even as a fairly heavy smartphone user I am almost able to go a full 2 days. We often see claims of multi-day battery, but I tend to kill a smartphone in a day. That just isn't the case with the Honor 7X and the 1080p display, Kirin 659 processor, and large 3340 mAh battery proves to keep you going through at least a day or two. The Honor 7X runs EMU 5.1, based on Android 7 Nougat. This version of EMU provides a fairly stock Android experience with a few Huawei apps. These include backup, email, calendar, FM radio, gallery, health, messaging, mirror, music, notepad, voice recorder, weather, videos, and themes. Most of these are utilities and other apps that enhance the stock Android experience. Unlike US carrier-branded devices, there is no dumb games or excessive bloatware installed. There are several different options for customizing your experience, including navigation button arrangement, detailed notification and status bar customization, smart assistant settings, double tap to turn on display is one option, and more. I also enabled the standard app drawer home screen setup on the evaluation device. This is sold as a GSM unlocked phone, so it is free of carrier bloatware. It does not support CDMA, so it will not work for Sprint or Verizon customers. Flagship smartphones are priced at $800 to over $1,150, but over the past couple of years we have seen lots of competition in the sub-$400 price range. The Honor 7X is even more competitive at a low $200 price. Looking across the market for phones in this sub-$250 range, we see the Nokia 6 at $150 with a smaller display, single rear camera, and smaller capacity battery, along with the Moto G5S Plus at $240 with a smaller display, better dual rear cameras, and a smaller capacity battery. There is growing competition in this sub-$250 market, and that's a great thing for consumers. While using the Honor 7X as my daily driver, I completely forgot it was priced at just $200. It feels like a much more expensive phone and performs at a level competitive with those at $400 or more. I'm a fan of the 2.5D curved glass on displays, and this combined with the curved back metal edges make the Honor 7X a real joy to hold in your hand. It has a bottom-mounted headphone jack and a great-sounding bottom mono speaker that I use to enjoy my podcasts and music. Dual cameras from Honor and Huawei offer some fun effects, and once you spend the time to learn some of the different modes, you will come to really enjoy using your phone for photography. The quality is not as good as the flagship phones, but at a fourth to a fifth of the cost the camera is good enough for social networks and having fun with your family and friends. The camera and phones are easily much better than the low-priced Android phones from a couple of years ago. You can get creative with the camera and the image editing software too. The Honor 7X provides a large full-screen, minimal bezel experience at a killer price. I honestly can't think of one reason not to recommend this phone for just $200. Just the insurance on the Apple iPhone X is the same price as this phone.